Uruguay has been in the headlines these last years. It has established itself in the world as a country with great potential. We would like to share with you a series of projects that focus in the development of the country and its human capital, while caring for the environment. Installing fiber optic has been one of the main projects. This ensures massive access to high-quality internet in a safe and reliable manner. 92% of Uruguayan households can now access a fiber optic internet connection. Furthermore, there is a large-scale use of ICT, information and communications technology. Nowadays, it would be very difficult to imagine our life without information technology. Uruguay possesses a number of strengths that facilitate its development, including the well-known quality of its human resources and their capacity to adapt to new technologies, its history and exports, a special regulatory framework which provides tax reliefs to IT exports, and a coordinated national innovation system. All of the above translates into having a qualified workforce and establishing Uruguay as a global competitive country. Given the communications network that we have and the interconnections across the country, Uruguay is one of the best countries for companies to host their applications. In 2013, we started building the largest data center in the country and the fourth largest in Latin America. Uruguay will have the best support for digital assets in the region, and it will be the most secure place to save information in the area and in the world. We have partnered with Google and other large international companies to create a new fiber optic submarine cable that will link the cities of Miami, Fortaleza, Santos and Maldonado. Thanks to this cable, Uruguay will be able to give international internet access to other countries and companies. Uruguay has entered the world oil map. By promoting exploration through 2 successful rounds, we were able to secure unprecedented investment in this area in our country. Some of the largest oil companies in the world have funded these explorations and have contributed with their expertise in the search for oil and gas in our onshore and offshore basins. In order to increase the productions and logistics volume while caring for the environment, we have invested in the modernization and building of new petrochemical plants. One example of this has been the building of a flue gas desulfurization plant, which drastically reduces the amount of sulfur in diesel and gasoline. We have also invested in updating the production methods and environmental management at the 2 state-owned Portland cement plants. Today, they produce enough cement to fulfill local demand and export to neighboring countries. Our commitment to the environment and to sustainable, efficient technologies is also evidenced by the fact that we have acquired the largest fleet of electric cars in Latin America. Working towards equality, we have taken responsibility for providing free internet access to all state schools in the country. Currently, all schools in Uruguay have access to electricity and internet. In this sense, Uruguayan state education is on par with that of developed countries. This gives future generations the tools they need to have a promising future, filled with opportunities. The importance we give to human capital extends to science, industry and technology fields. In Uruguay, we are committed to training employees in laboratories and industrial plants so as to generate scientific and technological knowledge for the country. In relation to rights, we have enforced a gender equality project in state companies, giving men and women equal labor rights. Another project aiming at the development of our community is the creation of 2 rural electrification plants. Thanks to them, we have reached those areas dedicated to livestock and agriculture, the main economic activities in the country. Currently, Uruguay has a rate of 98.7% of electric coverage, and it is one of the countries in Latin America with the highest rate. With all of these measures, we are trying to protect and care for those that we work with and for the community as a whole. It is them who inspire all these measures throughout the country. In terms of Uruguay's content supply, we have begun the development of Antel Arena, a project that will put us on the cultural world map. It is going to be the first high-tech multifunctional platform in the country. It will host conventions, events, shows, sport events, conferences and fairs. It will have a huge seating capacity of up to 10,000 patrons. It will have a first-class infrastructure and will be able to host quality cultural and sport events. A benchmark in the region, it will provide a variety of dining, shopping and communication facilities. We have ventured in the use of renewable energies, aiming at the sustainable development of Uruguay. We have broadened the country's energy matrix, looking for and developing new energy resources in the country. We have invested in expanding the amount of renewable energy sources that are environmentally friendly and that give us further energy independence. Thanks to biotechnology, scientists can produce healthier food, less polluting materials and renewable energies, such as biofuels. Nowadays we have 4 agri-industrial complexes with modern production plants where biofuels, food and electric energy are produced from crops like sorghum, sugarcane, sunflower and corn. This project, together with the flue gas desulfurization process, has considerably improved the air quality in Uruguay and therefore improving the quality of life of Uruguayans. Aiming to achieve energetic independence, we have also signed international agreements for the exploitation of hydrocarbons and other resources. We are pioneers in generating energy from alternative sources, such as wind, and reinforcing the existing hydro resources. The objective is to have an alternative energy matrix with an 80% of renewable energy and to be the country with the highest percentage of wind power in the world by 2016. Currently, Uruguay is first in Latin America in wind power production. At certain times, it supplies over 50% of the total electric demand through this source. This challenge is complemented and funded by the electric interconnection with Brazil. This means a regional network, together with Argentina as well. We have transformed Uruguay into a country with high-quality, safe, sustainable energy. A state-of-the-art telecommunication system, a dynamic educational system with modern plans and goals, and a first-class scientific investigation capability. For these reasons, and for our strong democracy and serious judicial system, Uruguay is the best place where to invest, and it gives the necessary trust to buy our products. Life grows in Uruguay.